Okay, so we have 8 exercises. You're gonna do 2 to 3 rounds depending on your fitness level, and each exercise you're gonna perform for 1 minute. So we're not doing reps anymore. We're not doing reps anymore. We're doing it based on time. So set your timer for 1 minute and let's get started. First exercise is good morning to a single leg deadlift. So we haven't seen a good morning yet. So what this is gonna look like, you're going to interlock your fingers behind your head, chest open. Okay, so we're not like this, chest is open. Your stance is going to be slightly narrow, feet pointing forward, okay? Always make sure that if your knees are caving in, that we're actively pushing them out, okay? So interlock the fingers, brace that core, and remember to think about the breathing. Okay, so what's happening is your knees are soft, they're not completely locked out, but we're not bent into a squat, okay? So when we're standing, don't lock your legs out so they're super stiff and straight. So we want them soft, so there's a soft bend. Chest open, keep that core on and engage, and you're gonna push your butt to the back of the wall. Let knees staying soft but not bending completely, and your upper body is straight. So you should feel the pull on the hamstrings, your core is engaged, and your back is straight. Squeeze and squeeze the glute at the top, okay? Okay, so that's the good morning. So how this is going to look when we tie it together, it's a good morning to a single leg deadlift. Okay, so good morning, step, deadlift. Okay, so good morning, step forward. Okay. So when we're doing the deadlift, okay, let's just think the one leg goes straight, okay, and we're bending in the hips like so, and this back leg is going to be slightly bent and the front leg is straight, okay, and we come up and squeeze. Good morning. Single leg deadlift. Remember that breathing. Keeping that back straight. Leg in front stays straight. Knees are soft. And the core stays engaged, okay? Because the moment we collapse that core, we start bending and compromising our form. Okay, so that's the first exercise. Second one, we have a squat with a calf raise. Okay, so get into your squat position. I know some of you haven't learned your best squat form. So I want you to feel it out. I want you to experiment. So there's a narrow squat, okay? Because different hip, so here's your hip, and then the ball and socket joint for your leg. So this is your leg, okay? So that angle at which the bone inserts into the ball and socket joint is different. Sometimes it's scooped and you are a wider squat. Sometimes it's down and it's a more narrow squat. So depending on your hips, so feel, oh, I can't really go far down in a narrow squat. So that squat's not for me. I'm gonna go a little bit wider. Oh yeah, so now there's my depth. So I already know that I'm more of a wide squat person, and sometimes even a sumo, okay? And for me, this leg always drops down. but always have that conscious effort to push out those legs. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with my somewhat wide squat. Okay, so we're gonna go squat to calf raise. Okay, squat to calf raise. So to modify that, so that's the primary mover. So to bring that down a little bit, so we're gonna go squat, one leg, single leg, and then other leg. Okay, up, squat, one leg up, other leg point, and up. Okay. So squat, lift, and up. All right. Third one, we're going into a side plank position. Okay. So knees bent, elbows under the shoulder, knees in line with the upper body, and feet should be behind you because we're using the point on our knees. So what this next one is half a starfish glute bridge pump. Okay, so we're gonna lift up and open pump down and come all the way down, up, open. Okay, make sure that your core is fired up and we think about that breathing. So some exercises I won't provide modifications because it's as there's not too much modifications that can be done. But for the ones that I do provide modifications, just feel out which one is best for you, okay? So up. So for this one, you can just come up. And if that's good enough, just come down, okay? Up and down. So the hardest part is the up and lift, okay? Up and lift. Okay. So next one, the fourth exercise is a reverse lunge slide. So you're going to keep your foot placed on the ground, okay? And it's going to slide and in. Slide and in. So if you're finding that the sliding part is a little bit challenging, you don't have the balance or the strength, you can do it in a two-part phase. So break, step back, kickstand, and then step back, okay? Kickstand, step back, okay? And then for the more advanced, we're just sliding. So make sure that, focus that breath, that core is pulled in. Okay, next one we have ice skaters. So it's gonna look like this. Touch, touch. So, okay, I'll go this way. So touch, touch, touch. So there's a little pop at the top and ice skating over into a reverse lunge position, except the back leg is straight, okay? And to modify that one, just step back, okay? Step back, step back, okay? Next one, we have alternating plank reach. So harder the plank reach, you're coming up into a plank position and we're forward reaching. Remember, your hips aren't shifting in this one, okay? And to modify that, we can come down to our knees, engage the core. Remember, no shifting, keeping stable through the shoulders, core engaged, focusing on that breath. And inhale and reach. Inhale and reach. Okay, and then the next one we have an elevated side lunge. Okay, so we're gonna step up onto the couch. So come up, side lunge. Okay, so I'll show this way. Leg up on the couch and just bottom leg straight, top leg bends. And remember, think about that breathing. Okay. And I guess to modify this one, you can go on a lower step, like on a stair, just a lower step, not so high. So that's how you can modify this one. But to make it harder, we're pushing in and exploding up. Pushing in, exploding up. And you want to be a little bit farther away on this one because you want that push away. Push. Push. Nice. All right, last one. We have incline push-up with a 4-knee tuck-in. So push-up, incline, push-up, knee in, 2, 3, 4, push up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Modify this one, down on your knees, push up, cut up, knee tuck, knee tuck, knee tuck, knee tuck. To make this harder, okay, push up, okay, you just go a little bit faster. All right, so that's 8 exercises, 2 to 3 rounds, depending on your fitness level, and each exercise 1 minute. Make sure within that minute, if you need to take a break, take a break. Gather your breath. Okay, so when you take that rest, make sure it's not just, okay, hold on, I'm gonna get into it, okay? That exhausts you more when you're huffing and puffing and panting like that. You're not allowing yourself to calm down to recover. So when you're huffing and puffing, that's keeping your heart rate high. Rather, you taking deep breaths and controlled breaths and fight that urge to, okay? Within those breaths, go. And forcibly try to get those bigger breaths. And then that will essentially start slowing your heart rate down. And then those breaths will become a little bit more easy to. Okay, now I'm ready. But don't be sitting there in between that 1 minute going, okay, I feel good, and taking a really long break. A break should be 5 to 10 seconds maximum, okay? So if you're really finding that you're spending a lot of time trying to recover, do less rounds and take in between those minutes. So if you finish the 1 minute, before jumping into the next one, just allow yourself to take that breath and give yourself that time. But within that minute, so I want you to rest after that 1 minute is over, instead of trying to rest during the 1 minute, because it's only 1 minute, right? Only 1 minute. Just wait. So within that minute, if you're taking couple seconds, okay, all right, here we go, that's fine. But if you're taking prolonged breaks, then we should talk, because then maybe that instead of the 1 minute that you're doing 30-second intervals instead. Okay, but if you are finding that 1 minute rounds, if you can't complete it and it's really a struggle, just reach out to me and see if there's anything else that we can work towards. but reducing the time from 1 minute to 30 seconds is an option. So if you do 1 round for 30 seconds, 2 rounds for 30 seconds for each exercise, that's fine. That's a modification, okay? So if 1 minute's too long, then that's fine. Just reduce it to 30 seconds. And then work your time up as you get more time working out. You're going to notice that your threshold is increasing, meaning that you're going to be able to work out longer for a longer period of time during your workouts, and you have more energy. So our bodies are adapting to the change. Okay, so that's 8 exercises, 2 to 3 rounds, 30 seconds to 1 minute. And just try out all the modifications and see which one works best for you. And enjoy the day. The next video is going to be for tomorrow. Because Monday was the holiday, and I know most of you guys were out doing stuff. So I'm posting the video today, and I'll still post a video tomorrow, and then Thursday off, and then Friday video. Okay? So see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Bye.